Hello, and welcome to the Population Projection Project for Canada's census areas. My name is Warren Monroe, and I'll be your guide on this journey to find a way to understand where we are and where we are heading on current demographic trends. To go on this journey, you're going to need to be able to get onto the internet. So you'll need a computer, and you'll need a place to store the information that we're going to be gathering. And also, eventually, we're going to gather 4 separate tables of information, one for each of the most recent census years, 1996, 2001, 2006, and 2011. And we're going to specifically be looking for the number of people by age, by a 5-year age groups, to compare one 5-year age group with the next 5-year age group 5 years later at the next census. So from one census to the next, they're 5 years, and so we're going to compare one 5-year age group with the next 5-year age group 5 years later with the next census. So I'll just show you what that looks like. Here we go. We have the 5-year age groups. We have males and females for 1996 plus a total for 1996. We also have 2001 results, 2006, 2011 results. Also, we have the sources. We collect the sources as we go along. In each of the 4 separate tables, we'll eventually get them into one table that looks like this. This is for Canada as a whole, but what we want to do also is we want to be able to look at small areas within Canada, in particular municipalities such as hamlets, Indian reserves, parishes, towns, villages, across the country. So, for example, we can go right into a census division in British Columbia. They call it regional districts, right to a small town. In this case, have the census areas for Qualicum Beach, which is interesting to look at because it has the highest median age of any place in Canada. And it probably is going to provide some information for us about how municipalities handle the transition towards an older population. So that's in here already. I have done up many small areas, towns, villages, etc. across Canada and post them on occasion. But what I'd like to do is invite people to develop the projections themselves, use the same methods if they're interested, and post them as well. Given that we're going to be going right down to the census subdivision level, that'll help us know which route we're going to be taking on this journey. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to any search engine and just type in Census of Canada, and there we have it. Statistics Canada provides a great deal of information, and some people can call it maybe even big data. So how do you find what you were looking for unless you're familiar with searching and going through and familiarizing yourself with the tremendous amount of information from Statistics Canada. So with the 2011 census, but it also provides us with census that's going to allow us to have an understanding of current demographic trends, starting with the 1996, 2001, 2006 census. So we're going to be able to take these 4 census results and compare them. Take this wonderful opportunity we have, this unique window in time where we have public data for the last 20 years or so of information available to the public. Public data available to the public, and we can have this wonderful opportunity for many people to take a look at this information and see what we come up with. Some places they're talking about not having the census anymore, and that would be a loss. The lights would go out, I would say. Keep the lights on. So I'll show you how to go get the age sex data. We got to go click on the data products and scroll down. There's a lot of data products. The one that we're going to look at, though, is the topic-based tabulations. And we're going to go to age, sex. So we have now an opportunity to choose the geography level. We've already talked about census subdivisions, census divisions, provinces, territories in Canada as a whole. Click on HTML. If you have beyond 2020, use it. It's great. HTML is just fine. It gives us, when we click on this level of geography, it always comes up with the nation first, Canada as a whole, and here we go. Here's our 5-year age groups. You'll notice that we have other age groups as well. Actually, there's 131 of them, including single years of age. And you can look at these if you want, of course. But the ones that's going to be particularly useful for us in the method that we're using are the 5-year age groups. You can go to small areas by clicking on the geographic index. Let's go to the center of Canada, roughly. I'm just going to pick Churchill as an example. I just happen to know that Churchill is up in division number 23. You can search this easily enough and get to Churchill. Now, Churchill is a very small town. Every single breakout, the 131 different breakouts for age, are all randomly rounded to 5. So they're rounded up or down. So you really don't know. There's a range of 10. They're randomly rounded, and of course, when you get under a population of under 1,500, under 1,000, the error is very large and difficult to interpret what's going on accurately. There's so much error potential at such small levels. But I recommend instead what people could or should do is go to District 23 and open that up. So here we go. Division number 23, which is a census division, and if I remember correctly, the population is getting up towards 10,000, yeah, so 8,500 or so, and this is much more doable. You can actually see things going on quite well at this with this size of population. I've worked well with numbers as low as 2,000, just under 2,000, and it's surprising how helpful that this information is. So when you get to a really small place under 1,000, like Churchill, be sure to look at it. Don't ignore it, but be sure to look at the census division, the larger area that the town that you're interested in is within. So let's just get back, and we're going to go to Canada again. So here's Canada again. And what we're going to do now then, because we're just going to be interested in Canada as a whole, we're going to go to download a census a comma-separated values file, which we'll be able to work with in a spreadsheet. Statistics Canada gives us this large number that I don't know what that means, so I'm going to write in my own title. I'm going to go Canada, age, sex, and underscore what year, and save it as a CSV into a file. Which file am I going to want to put it into? Of course, into my population census of population file, and I'm going to drop it into here. So save. Great. So now let's go do the rest. Let's go do Canada for the previous census years. We're going to go to 1996. This is the only one that stands out as being slightly different than the other ways. So we need consistency, right, over these years if we're going to compare one census to 5-year census age group to the next census. But in 1996, the information was only provided for the 5-year age groups up to 80 to 84, and then it went to 85 plus. So you didn't have the breakouts over 85 plus to the 100 plus that we do since 2001. So there is a way around that. It's still very helpful to go into the 1996 data, go to the electronic area profile. So remember, this is slightly different than going to the data products and then to topic-based applications. In this one, you're going to go to these profiles, but we still want to get the census subdivision. Right? There's two ways in. We can get in this way, or we can get in this way. Since I also am interested in the census divisions, I'm going to go this route. And of course, up comes Canada first. It should. Here it is. Right. Okay. So here's the breakout. So for males, we have 5-year age groups all the way up to 85 plus. Now, I can show you another way to get to the older age. So here we are in the 2001 census. Before we download the 2001 census, we're going to go to the The bridge that was built to the 1996 census, because the 1996 census didn't have the breakouts for the 85-year-olds and above, we didn't start disseminating information for the number of people over 85, broken out to 5-year age groups all the way up to the 100-year plus, until the 2001 census and beyond. So, but now let's go take a look. So, since that started in 2001, Statistics Canada was good enough to build a bridge back to 1996, but they could only do it, and only did it through the census agglomeration. So what we do is we click on data, show you how to get there. It's kind of neat. It's a little jog in the pathways back and forth over a couple of rivers, across some streams. We get to the age, sex data, and now when we get to the geography, do not just go and grab the census agglomerations. That's just not going to work. So we're going to have to scroll down further to, look at this. We have another section of geography. We have 3 sections. We're just going to go to the second section that provides the census agglomeration, census metropolitan areas, provinces, territories, and Canada as a whole. Again, if you have beyond 2020, use it, but we're going to go the HTML route. And watch this. Not only can you pick the geography, you can pick the year. We're going to pick 1996. We're going to keep Canada. We're going to submit. Submit. It's funny, yes. Submit. I submit here. So we have the breakouts all the way to 1995 to 99, plus as well as the 100-year-olds and over. So what we can do then is just download our 1996 numbers in the same manner. We choose a CSV file and to save as everything the same as the last file, except we're going to just go 1996 CSV and save. Ta-da! We got it. Of course, as mentioned, you can go. You can go to a sub area within Canada, but again, if you're going to build a bridge back to 1996, you can only go through the census agglomeration, census metropolitan areas. So, for example, if we're going to go to British Columbia, you're going to go to the oldest municipality or the oldest census agglomeration in Canada. At least I think it is. It's Parksville. And oldest in terms of median age, we can click on Parksville, and we should get 2 years. So we got the geography, and we've got 2 years to choose from, so we can go to 1996 and submit that and download it if we so choose. So let's just get back to, so we've got Canada for 1996. Let's just go through this again. We're going to grab, this time we're going to grab 2001 for Canada, and what we'll do is we will grab Canada as a whole. We'll still go through the same geography as we were doing with the other areas, the census subdivisions, because it does give it for we get to the 100 and over for Canada in 2001. There it is. We're going to download CSV, same thing over again. This time though it is save as. What should we do it? Save as 2001, right? Right enough. There we go. Save. And now what we want to do is go get 2006, because that's going to be our last one. So we can get there in a number of ways. I just click us right back to the main page. Go to 2006 census. Eventually, you're going to have to go back to the data products and to the topic space tabulations as in the other years. So just I'm just doing that the same, keep it the same. Now go to age, sex, so it does get us there where we want to be. And again, we're going to go for the census subdivision right to the small town areas, but again, we're just going to grab Canada. So we're going to go to the HTML display, got Canada, download, it'll be a CSV again. Save where we want to save as, and we're going to be have all the 4 tables that we said that we were going to get. Ta-da! So that's it for this time. Be sure to drop in next time when we'll go over how to sort the data to bring it all into one table of discovery.